Hello there, this is 3D Dieters. I'm here on my single player world. I just want to give a demo of my newest and most favorite creation so far in this world, and that is my fireworks factory. This is my door opens, we'll go in and take a look. I came up with this idea after I realized how frustrating it is to organize all of the items that are required for making fireworks. And I wanted to make a way to automatically give me the items I needed in the quantities I desired for the amount of fireworks I wanted to make. And we'll just, okay, I'm fine. And we'll just step in here and take a look. As you can see, it's laid out pretty neatly, I think, with all the items required to make fireworks labeled on the walls. First, let's start with selecting some colors. I want to go with some red and some green. I feel like I'm in a festive mood. Now let's go with the light green, that's a better color. Alright, and then you come over to this section. You can choose any one of these. Each one is named in the item frame. Will give you a large ball. I definitely want that one. This will be a burst. You can go with that as well. This will be star shaped. I'm not going to do that one. And the coming soon creeper shape, that requires wither skulls, and I don't have that many. These, you can have one or the other of this. This glowstone will give you a twinkle, and this will give you a trail. I don't want to use up my diamonds too much, so I'm going to use glowstone. Now, by default, you automatically get one lift on your rocket, but if you want to go higher, you either add one or two more for the maximum lift of 3. I'm going to go with just one. Now, once you have all your settings chose, come over to the button. I have it currently set to make 8, but you can have it give you the ingredients for as many as you want to make. Just push the button and it'll all come to the center chest here. See, we're already getting our paper, the glowstone, the gunpowder. It'll take longer the more parts you choose. It'll also might come up with one less than you require if you've never chose that item before, because there needs to be one in the system. I'll get to that later during the building. For now, let's just take all of the items, go into the crafting table. For anybody that doesn't know how to do or how to make fireworks, first you want to divide these up into the amount that you have for the amount of fireworks you're planning on making. Take one pile, put it in there, take your colors and your other ingredients. Oh, come on. Oh, it appears I might have screwed up a bit. Yeah. Okay, we're going to make it without the feathers. Got my which ones you can and which ones you can't have mixed up. All right. Since I ran out of one of the ingredients, or two of the ingredients, I don't get all of them. You put your fireworks star that you just created in here. Gotta keep those separate. With the other gunpowder and the paper to make the rockets. And you take those out. Put the other star in that I didn't have enough of in the other one. And it's as simple as that. No fuss with a whole bunch of different items in your inventory. And then to use it again, you just reset it with different settings. Just gotta make sure your levers are in the up position or the items will get selected again. Right, now we're gonna go outside at nighttime and try out the new fireworks, and then I'll show you how to build this behemoth of a machine. Here we are on a hill that overlooks my base. The sun is just setting right now, and we're gonna test out these brand new rockets. Ooh. Aw, that one wasn't as impressive. Psh. All right. Woo! All right, so let's get to building that machine. All right, so here I am in a creative world. I've already set up the framework for the fireworks factory. Now, the way I decided to lay this out is, first I took the ingredient with the largest number of options, the colors, divided in half, so we got 8 per wall. That made it even. Then the remaining ingredients were 4, 2, and 3 for the gunpowder options. And so I put the 4 and the 2 on this side, the 3 on this side, and made this area for the button. Made it 7 wide, so it's a nice open space so you can see all the options. And put a chest for the delivery system in the middle with storage on either side. Now first we'll start with the selection system for all of the items. Right, for the selection system you need a block here with a repeater coming out of it, a piston facing upward like this with a block on top, 1 block on this side, 2 blocks coming out of it on this side, and a block up top here, repeater, repeater, and a redstone torch. So you see when you place your lever and flip it down, it extends the piston and that item will be ready for selection. We'll show you how after I have repeated this pattern going all the way down on all the selectable items. Alright, as you can see I have repeated this repeater and piston pattern all the way around on all of the options, as well as I added part of the ceiling with the ring of lights you may have noticed earlier. But I forgot to mention that these serve a purpose as well as lighting up the area even better. Now let's get on to the storage. First, you're going to need a repeater facing this way, a redstone comparator, and a chest. Pretty simple. You store your stuff in the chest, and when this light goes off, it'll come out of the chest and run into a line which will come all the way down into here. I'll be back in just a moment and show you what that looks like. Now at this point, with all your chests in place, you can begin adding all of your firework ingredients. So I'll do that right now with a few of the colors. And that's causing the comparators to turn on, of course. And brown. We'll hop back inside, and the lights on the ceiling will indicate whether or not that ingredient is full. When designing this, that was actually kind of a little happy accident that came along. I was like, I could do this. But of course, if you don't want to use the quartz and want to save a bit on iron, you can take this line and swap all of these hoppers to face this block and run it down this way instead. That'll actually save you quite a few hoppers, and absolutely no quartz will be required for this section. There's a little bit of quartz required, but not as much as this if you don't want there to be. And also you may see right here, this one's a double chest. That's because this is for 2 gunpowder options, and since it's the same item, just 1 or 2 hoppers being sucking it out, you can just go with a double chest like that. Alright, now here at the back we need to add in 2 more chests. These chests will contain the required gunpowder and paper for all rockets regardless of ingredients. So first you want to put a hopper facing into that hopper there and a hopper facing directly into the chest. On top of those, place 2 chests, and then place a hopper going into the top of the chest, a hopper going into that hopper, and a hopper going into that hopper. Then place 1 or 2, you could do another one like that, but I'm just going to stick with the 1. The top one is for paper, and the bottom one is for more gunpowder. Right, then after that, you want to place a block out from the 2 hoppers like this, and the hopper up here. On the blocks, you place redstone torches. Now, you can place 2 blocks like that. You need a redstone line going around like this. This will allow to trigger the torches on and off. Now next, you want to run this line out and around. Earlier when I said 2 off the back, this is one of the 2 blocks, so it's not adding another one on there. See, one on this side of the piston, one on this side of the piston, and then a whole new line here at the back of the repeaters. I hope that wasn't confusing. All right. Now from here, you want to run the redstone line out like this. Repeater, redstone, and then make sure it gets it all the way. Another repeater, and finish it off. I'm going to do this on both sides. Alright, next you need to make a hopper clock. But before that, I screwed up right here. This block's supposed to be down there. Alright, you want to place a block here. This block will have a redstone dust on top of it, but not yet because we don't want to break the machine. Alright, place redstone block here, and a hopper facing into it, not hopper, a piston facing into it here, and a piston facing it here, with a gap like that. And you want a hopper facing that way, and a hopper facing this way, with a block here, and a block here. Then take a comparator, place it here and here, running into another block. Remove the blocks here and here, and place redstone dust on top of that. And then inside of the hoppers, you want to place the number of fireworks you want to make per cycle plus 1. That's very important. So if you place 5, you'll make 4. If you place 64, you'll make 63. And last, you want to put a torch on the back of the button with a line coming out of it, going into here. Place a repeater like that, and run a line along here. That will freeze that piston in place and stopping the clock. And now, with the items over in this one, and you can place the last piece of redstone right there. Once you have all of your items and all of the chests, this baby is ready to go. Alright, I just finished putting all the items in, and let's test out this fireworks factory. Because I'm in creative mode, I want a creeper face firework. Make it the classic creeper of green and green. I'm going to go with a trail and a twinkle. I want it up close and personal, so I'm not going to add any of the boost to it. You press the button, and you watch the items filter into the chest. Now because they're all kind of coming at once, they'll get mixed up a bit. Some piles might not get full right away. I tried to limit the amount that it can be jammed up by increasing the inputs to 3 rather than just having a single hopper feed into this chest. Looks like all our items are coming in nicely though. Alright, just a few more to go. And we're good. Grab all of our items out of the chest. Let's make us the fireworks. Let's spread these out into 2 piles, one for the lift, one for the star. Throw all our star ingredients in together. Need dyes. And creeper face. Throw the star in with the gunpowder and paper. And fireworks! It's a success! Woo! I hope everybody enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, leave a like on the video or a comment. If you didn't like it, go ahead and dislike. I don't disapprove of dislikes either. Please share. Let me know what you think of the whole video. Any suggestions for next time or things I can do to improve for this being my first video and all. And if you guys really like it, I'll even put up a world download. But I need requests for me to be able to do that, because I don't want to put in the time if nobody's going to even want to download it. But this has been 3D Dieters. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.